Heck yeah, baby. Welcome back, welcome back. So yeah, here are a few things that I would suggest a person to do if they were trying to make the most out of life. Well, I would say like the most important part, or one of them, I think anybody's really capable of, analyzing what to do in order to make the most out of life. But uh, something that's difficult amongst the processes is finding someone who has taken the time out to really dig into a lot of different areas of the type of things that are involved within seeing the awe of life, for instance. Somebody that is willing to, go out of the norm and try something that no one else has tried before. Because if you don't grab onto, I see a lot of times, a lot of people, communication between, a couple few really good, strong, amazing minded artists. And what I'm seeing is they're not sticking together. Why would they not stick together? I feel like one of the most intelligent things you can do is to find somebody that is on the same level as you mentality wise and work with them on all sorts of projects to set in the next thing. I find that finding that other person, that I mean, if you don't try to connect and commute with somebody that's willing to commute and connect with you on the of life and the like spirituality in general. Y'all two should be working together on projects and finishing them and helping each other see things through, and it's not happening. So if you have that opportunity and you're not applying that opportunity, I feel that is, I don't know. I feel very disrespected when that happens. And I feel like it's like very very unintelligent. So yeah, hold on to those that seem to have the answers and work with them and on every area of life. You know, push each other, build each other. You see how far other people make it in life when they have someone else that they see to on what they should do, and normally that's usually a boss, and you're getting paid. But you see, with just even a boss or a teacher or something like that, how far a person can go when they have someone over them to oversee their work and you know uh, on assignments and stuff like that. So yeah, that leads me to believe that if you don't have that, you're not going to be able to push yourself very far by yourself, and that is a huge, huge, huge deal. People can work their asses off on, once they have like a company going and they have all these employees and stuff like that, or you can be employed. A person can fuck if you have a coach and you're a team or something like that. Um, that person can go so much farther when they are pushed by another, and without that, you know what I'm saying, like when it comes to making the most out of life, there's no coach in that really. Not that I've seen somebody that's willing to go into this. Well, just working on yourself, perhaps. Motherfuckers can't be working on themselves. I don't know anybody that can work as hard as they work when they are working under someone else towards something that they don't even really care anything about other than paycheck or something like that. Um, so, but working on yourself is that it advances you. It's yeah. Nonetheless, it's not really that hard of work if you ask me, because you're pushing yourself through it. You're having someone else push you, Now, I think that the most powerful hard work there is out there is pushing yourself and working on yourself and stuff like that. That is where the real fucking hard work happens. When you have to practically do everything and figure every fucking thing out on your own. So, anyways, on to the next subject though. Just saying, like, so if we're all working together as a team and stuff like that, we're all going to advance so much faster. And honestly, when you try doing things, like if you try like working on yourself, you're gonna find yourself alone working on yourself all the fucking time. And it's gonna be have its moments and stuff like that. But as us being social creatures, um so much more life is added when there are other lives there to help all come together and make it inspiring and stuff like that. Never alone. And this being as high and mighty of a topic, I would definitely think that, we would want to do whatever is necessary to make sure that we have people that are paying attention to our stuff and also, coming and doing the things that I'm saying are what help make the most out of life. So other things that you need to do in order to make the most out of life is working off of a schedule. I'm pretty sure because you're gonna have like 20 different things or something like that within 3 days. You want to have all those 20 things done, and then the same thing for the next 3 days. So working off of a schedule is is how you make the most out of life. Hard work, I haven't really gone into it too much, but hard work is actually a precious genie that if we use that correctly, we can get anything that we desire because we will put in so much effort to make sure that it happens, that it does happen, and we go further and do more and do more and do more. So hard work is a genie, and we have to recognize it, that we have to switch that around in our minds and stuff. What helps me for hard work the most, I wouldn't say it's worked for me, but I do believe that it will work as I continue to push forward. So the thing about hard work is I use like something that's like extremely valuable, and I will like take like one, two, or three things in my mind that are extremely valuable and memorize those, and also say, well, hey, working hard, if I do that, what I'm saying, then I am able to reach those things that are the most valuable. So, and yeah, if you do that a bunch of times and memorize lots and lots and lots of those, you're gonna have so many boosts to help you, realize why it is that you need to push yourself or whatever. I just feel that that's probably the best inspirational way that I can think of to help get somebody to start working harder. These here are like some obvious ones. You know, um, Making sure we're eating well and stuff like that. These are absolute must. These are not uh, negotiable. Eating healthy is not negotiable. Exercising is not negotiable. Working off of a schedule is not negotiable. Memorization is not negotiable. I'm telling you, there's all these people that listen to all these videos and read all these readings and writings and write all these writings and stuff like that. What I'm saying? We all know what we know, but we don't know it to the degree that it needs to be known in order to get any effect from it. And it's a sad factor of life, but it's a true trial, true tribulation. All those small things that we need to do in order to keep our lives on track and stuff like that is non-negotiable. You're gonna have a list of things that are expected to be done. These are things that each human being does, and we are going to make sure that we hit those, that we do not skip over any of the necessity type things that need to be done. Because, yeah, like, yeah, sticking to stuff or whatever, man, is a big deal for me. Because, I mean, I will neglect a lot of the necessity. I wouldn't say all my necessities get met, but I don't pay enough attention to those because I'm trying so hard to make something happen with this, which is cool and stuff like that. But this, now that I have this, it's time to work off of a schedule and make sure that I'm meeting all areas expected of everyone. So yeah, creativity and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that that is a fine way to make the most out of life, is to, have something creative wise to work on, and potentially studying creativity as a study of its own, in order to, because when you create something and you're not just consuming something and stuff, it's you know creating is freaking awesome. I swear, it's one of the greatest things that there is to do as a human, is to create. So, and try new things and stuff like that, regardless of the outcome and stuff like that. So I know that, like, a lot of people will just be like, nope, I don't feel comfortable with that, not doing it. So I've been the same way, and I pushed myself to do something, and I was like, and it still didn't feel like it was right. I pushed myself to do it, but and it just turned out to be horrible. And come to find out, little by little, here and there, this and that, they're a different person evolved, and perfecting the art little by little. And I just think that that is just so interesting, that we can try something and completely blow at it, and and then wind up being the best at it. So weird. So expect that whatever it is that you're doing creative, that initially you're gonna be like, I'm the worst at this, and then there will actually come a time where you will become next to the best at it. And like I said, creativity is life. It is air. It is what makes life as fun as it can be. You know what I'm saying? So currently, I'm working on a website, um, and I'm just see, like, Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that. They only have so many facets of stuff that I can do, that to express myself and stuff like that. Um, and I want to have my own website so that I can express all my creativity and have ways to do that, because the websites or the Instagram is limited to just a few features or something like that. Nonetheless, though, the features are infinite, but just like I can't really put my songs of that I've made up on Instagram, but I can put it on YouTube. But on YouTube, I can't put my quotes. So having my own website, and just having all sorts of different categories of fun things that I'm creating and stuff. So yeah, I think that's I'm really happy about that, and it doesn't really seem to be too difficult of a thing to do either. I've already worked on, came close to finishing about 3 websites now, and this is going to be the next one. I haven't started Famous 15 website yet, but I'm excited for it, and it's coming soon. I do believe that I will be on a live feed, Zoom, or Instagram Live or eventually on YouTube Live for really long periods of time. Like I will just be working and I will be, live on Instagram and stuff like that. Just waiting around for other people to want to connect and work on the things that I am working on. I believe that there will be some depths gone into on the subject of Kabbalah. I will be giving my own perspective on Kabbalah, and also, taking, some of um, the liveliness that comes from Kabbalah and implementing it into Famous 15. I feel that Kabbalah it has the ability to wake you up, which brings you alive, brings you from living to being alive. It's got a lot of those features in it, and there's a lot of areas of stuff that I would never personally, anytime soon, go into. So, I, you know, dabble into Kabbalah so that I make sure I'm hitting more areas of spirituality, so that so that I can get to the point where I'm making the most out of life. It kind of blows my mind because I like to think that I think like as high as I can possibly think and stuff like that, and then so what I would say big thinking is creating your own group of people who are trying to make the most out of life. I would say making the most or thinking big would be like financially. Thinking big would be like on my own country. Thinking big would be um, trying to create life. So and what I'm saying is though is that Kabbalah says that thinking big is actually working on your internal self to boost your own skills within yourself, and also giving and helping out around you and stuff like that is actually what thinking big actually is. So that's pretty interesting, I thought. I'm not exactly sure about I'm just trying to find a way to get like a nice size amount of people's attention to work on this, or just to be a fan of Famous 15. So the crazy stunts I was thinking about, this the crazy stunts and putting that shit on YouTube or Instagram or something like that, so I get a bunch of clicks and clickbait type stuff, and then lead them to this right here. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly whether or not that's going down or not, but I think that it's probably the quickest way to get the most amount of attention from people, so that I can you know make the most out of my life, create life, take the living, make them alive. You know, opening people's minds and eyes to uh, another way of looking at life and another way of living life, because we're very advanced humanity. You see how fast we've come in 100 years, technologically, but yet as far as our own minds expanding, our minds have not expanded nearly as much as technology has expanded. And so that leaves us with a lot of room, a lot of places to work and stuff like that. It's a very interesting time to be alive for people that want to work on themselves, especially. So yeah, also I would like to take like things in this world that I find are the most aligned with what it is that I'm working with here, and I would like to, in a way, idolize their mindsets or their or like videos that I've seen that I thought were um, evolutionizing. that type of stuff should be praised. So I'm talking about like artists with music, artists with just good artists out there and stuff like that. And take their work and use it for inspiration for myself and others. Yeah, I kind of feel that like all the good like I don't know, all the good stuff for mainstream people has vanished, and all the good stuff for people like us has vanished as well. Um, so what I'm saying, go back and idolize what's out there, what what's been put out. It's still there. It's always there. So yeah, it's just something I would love to do. And I had a buddy of mine introduce me to like some kind of extraterrestrial type shit. Um, and I was listening to a podcast of theirs. It kind of blew me back a little bit. I gotta be honest, like I'm pretty open minded and stuff like that. But to hear a person talk about how an alien's personality was over the course of however long that person was around, the aliens and stuff like that. Um, I'm not too into that whole thing, but I just thought this one little part was interesting. How the guy said they maybe he was being operated on, or they were just running tests or something like that. This man was abducted, and he wouldn't do anything that they suggested he do. He just put up a huge ass fucking fight and stuff like this. And there was like multiple type of aliens and stuff like that working on him. And the main ones that worked on him the most were he noticed that they were more just um, just worker bees and stuff like that. And I think like one time or whatever, he shouted out at the worker bee aliens, and he said, "You guys don't even know you're fucking alive." And he said that, like, the two aliens or whatever looked at each other, and they're not alive. They're just worker bees and stuff like that. They don't even know they're alive and stuff. So the larger the larger alien or whatever that was the next in stage for status, comes walking into the room and yells at the guy or whatever, something like, "Do not fucking teach them that shit," or something like, "Do not tell them that." And him telling you this because that's what I feel like. Without this information, I think that's what all people are. All people, they don't even recognize that they're alive. And if I bet, you know, I could get the same reaction out of a couple of people if I were to say that to them, that the guy got the reaction from the two worker bee aliens. So I said that because what I'm trying to do is get people away from that, be able to understand that they are alive, and broad and open up and just like destroy, just make life theirs and take their lives back and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a nice sized list of things that I can do, like little skills that I've taught myself along the way. Interesting theories that I would like to speak upon. Things that I want to do in the future. And things that I would like people to come together and work on in a fun format. I plan to have every day shoot a video or shoot um, a recording such as this on how things are going with the creation of Famous 15. If I haven't already stated already, Famous 15 is just a name of a group that I'm trying to create that is trying to make the most out of life and help others do the same. Um, and eventually, I guess we would work off of a schedule. We would all Zoom or something like that. Eventually, have our own place. We all move in together and make the most out of life. So yeah, and I'm seeing that money and stuff like that is actually, going to speed the process up of the this entire um situation that we're trying to have occur. And so I'm pinpointing. I consider myself a genius. You give me a topic, I give you a freaking 50,000 ideas. You know what I'm saying? Some of those ideas are gonna be junk. Some of my ideas are gonna be fucking phenomenal. But I'm gonna come up with 50 fucking thousand um ideas. Trust. So in that fashion, I consider myself a genius. So if I take the great almighty dollar bill or whatever and put this genius mind to it, we're gonna freaking probably be multimillionaires if not something just outrageous other than that. Um. So I just wanted to say too, like, there's gonna be moments where the veil is lifted. There's gonna be moments where the veil falls upon us all, and they're both one's probably the reality, and when we have the veil pulled over our eyes, that is not the reality. So I'm saying that this really could become as big as we want it to possibly become, and it could just work so smoothly, so phenomenally, and you may would just be so fucking happy that we took this opportunity and got the gold out of it. Like, the craziest thing I can think of really in life would be the story of Marshall Mathers, how he used his mind and stuff like that to become as creative as he became, and got catapulted, to the entire world. You know what I mean? And that's the most like mind-boggling concept that I can think of, to have an entire world know about you and stuff like that. And in its own way, metaphorically, that's exactly what could happen here with what I'm working on and what you can be part of. So there you have it. Just keep it magical. Take it easy, but take it. Peace out, my rock stars. Go hard. Don't listen to anything other than that. Just go hard. Peace.